Alright, hello everyone. I just got off of work. It's 5 o'clock. I'm still a little congested, but other than that, I feel fine. Anyways, I want to say something really quick. I don't know what is going on with my lighting. Like, sometimes I'll be looking extra red and orange, and I don't know why my camera is doing that sometimes. But one thing about me, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, I cannot stand rude people. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, I like most people most of the time, but if someone is rude, I cannot stand people being rude, people being mean, people belittling someone, putting someone down, basically just like bully behavior. And I used to get bullied in high school, and it was by people who were just like, they were constantly rude to me, they were constantly belittling me, they would always make like slight digs at me and then pretend like they were my friends, but they were really just being rude and mean. They were mean girls, essentially. And I remember going home and crying because I was like, I couldn't understand like what I did that someone would treat me like that, because I never have done anything to anyone. Like, I would never go out of my way to be rude to someone, to put someone down, to belittle them. It's just like my brain does not comprehend being like why someone is being rude to someone. And basically, I feel like I don't deal with it a lot, but I will every now and then have like a really rude comment or remark on like one of my videos, and typically I'll just delete it, but sometimes I will respond just because I'm like, not going to just like, sometimes it's just like standing up for myself, and also sometimes just letting people know like, hey, you don't have to be rude. Like, you can state, your opinion or what have you without being rude, without belittling someone, without putting someone down. And I also think like a lot of it just comes down to like, some people really just don't know how to talk to people. And I feel like if you have something if you're gonna criticize someone, or I guess critique someone, it's like you can critique someone or give someone advice without being nasty and condescending and belittling them and putting them down. And unfortunately, it just seems like there's a lot of people on here who don't know how to talk to people in a respectful manner that's not condescending. Like, it does not cost anything to be kind at the end of the day. So it's like, you're choosing to be rude, you're choosing to, say things a certain way. But the main thing, I guess, is I feel like a lot of times people are more comfortable being rude, I think, online in general, because they can also hide behind, a profile, a faceless profile. A lot of the times it's like, no one's ever bold enough to bully you. Well, I can't even say that. I mean, I've had people be mean to me in real life, but most people would rather hide behind a screen and, talk down on someone than they're not going to say that to someone. They wouldn't say that to someone in real life. I mean, if you're the type of person who's mean to people in real life too, like, you're just a horrible person. Or I really should say, you're just not the type of person I would hang around. Like, I do not like mean girls. I do not like rude people. I do not like people who are bully others. Like, that's just not, I don't tolerate that type of stuff. And I would never be friends with someone if I felt like they were that way. And it's just like, I'm not a mean girl. I'm not someone who's ever gone out of my way to just be nasty to someone. So it's like, I don't understand why people do that to me. But some of the comments that I get, I feel like are just from people who, again, just, they can hide behind a faceless profile and just be nasty to someone, because, you know, it's not like I can see that person's life to comment on what they do or don't do, or that I can like come back at someone. It's just, you know, it's a very one-sided type of, you know. And you know, there are times where people will share like personal details about their life, or say like, well, I can relate to you because like I'm going through this, or I deal with this and I struggle with that. And those types of things I love, because, you know, it makes you feel less alone. And also it's just like that person feels comfortable enough sharing their own personal experiences with me. But at the end of the day, usually if a comment is rude enough, I will just delete it. But sometimes it's like people are nice, nasty. You know, when people just sneak in a little diss, like, well, it's almost worse, because it's like they pretend to be helpful, but they're really just, you know, making digs or snide comments at you while pretending like they're just trying to give advice. I don't like that either. Like, it's almost like it's just really fake at the end of the day. So typically, like I said, I just will delete them. I won't respond. I won't entertain comments like that, because I really don't want to. One, I don't want to be going back and forth with people in comments. Like, I used to do that. Why did I turn down this one to park? It's whatever. But I really just think it really comes down to, like, it's not always what you say, it's how you say it. Like, if you can critique someone without being mean. You can make a point or make a statement or make a comment without being rude. And that's why it's like, I leave up comments all the time that are people who are having like critiques or whatever. But again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So if you're gonna make a comment on my video, please be at least respectful. And yeah, if you notice your comment's not on my video anymore, it's probably because it was rude. And that's all I'm gonna say.